You know, in this briefest of moments where we've got coal coming in, you know what that means. It means the railways can restart. Oh, thank God. I've decided that our conquest of the United Kingdom is way more important than, you know, getting city-states or any of this. What we're going to do is we're going to switch up to Wisselbanken, and I'm going to start sending my trade routes over to Germany. Now, this will pump up the city strength of the German cities, which is fine, but I own Denmark, right? I definitely own Denmark, and I'm just going to quickly just go and nab that tile just so that people really do know that I own Denmark. So that's fine. I don't need to go to war with Germany. I really want Britain. I mean, there's something very satisfying about being able to take Britain, and oh yes, especially because England is just falling to the French. We can't have that. No, no, no. I can't believe we haven't named some of these cities. Terrible. It's May Day. Banana souffle. I mean, just wonderful. Okay. Really pushing it, that one. And clay. I like to think of somebody from like Borderlands with that one. I think that is everyone. Yes, look at all these cities. Oh, wonderful. As soon as we nab this city back from Germany, we can probably just like sell it back to them. I mean, 33 gold per turn. It's a cheeky but fantastic way of getting some money. You know what? I'm going to take this piece briefly. 121 gold and, oh yes, and the great music because I'm just going to move my navy back, use all of this new money to upgrade it. We've now got bombers coming in, which is very exciting. But I'm only maybe a couple of techs away from combined arms, which gives me the aircraft carriers. And if you don't know about aircraft carriers, you will soon. It's Dido. How are you doing? Do you know what time it is? I don't think you do. I don't know why the time is important, but it just felt like it was for the purposes of that song. I must apologise, by the way. I'm really terrible at this. If I'm sat by myself, I just like sing along. And my wife she encourages it, to be frank. The two of us will just sort of, it's just like nonsense songs. It's really weird. I can't really explain it. Is there a place you can settle there? No, there's not. Where are you going, English settler? I don't know where you're going, but I'm going to steal all your gold if you are not careful. Be careful about this global warming, actually. I am putting a lot of that into the atmosphere, which is, you know, it's not as bad as it once was, because I'm not putting as much coal. Actually, no, you know what? I am putting a lot of coal in because of my battleships. Okay, alright, fine. That's not as good as I thought it was, but, never mind. Oh no, Germany lost the city I gave them. That was a strange coincidence, that one. Terrible. Terrible. Well, luckily I've got loads of battleships in the area to come and, well, just pick it up a little bit. Just make sure it comes right back into my empire. And, oh, even this warrior, I can probably, like, on the railways, let's upgrade you to a musketman. And then we'll get you just to sort of lurk around as well, because I think it's only fair. Especially because I've already done a railway to it. So it's almost like I set this situation up deliberately. I mean, I don't know who would say that, but some might. Nah, we don't want to get involved in religious. Oh, no. No, that's not the game we're playing this time around. That would be a terrible thing to do. I'm just going to be suspiciously lurking my battleship fleets just off the coast of this city here. I mean, Rebellion in 8 turns, I'm probably going to pick it up before it gets a chance to do anything, you know, really. But, minor wall damage? It's a lot of wall damage. It's Georgia. Nice to meet you. How are you doing in your city? I think it's because some sort of emergencies introduced me to loads of people. Sparta. I think we must have met most people now. That's quite cool. One thing I'm just going to do is just put forced modernization on just for a little bit. I think that might work quite nicely for me. It's also worth every now and then just having a look at this. Just put on the strategic resource search and have a look around your empire. You can just double check that you've brought everything that's in your empire into your, like, well, just that you've improved it, because there are always bits and pieces that you forget to do. Germany, stop leaving anti-tank crews on my borders. Oh, it's not a very allied thing to do, really, is it? Terrible. So, for instance, yeah, all the coal at the moment is just totally being used up. So we may have a bit of a railway shortage soon, but that's okay. We're doing everything we can to put the railways down whilst we're still capable of doing so. I'm really tempted to, I'm just interested to see if Iceland still has the uranium, because the last couple of games I've had, I've always ended up settling on Iceland purely to get said uranium. It'd be really cool if it's sort of consistent in that way. Let's prioritise those upgrades. We've got this battleship. That's a good upgrade on that one. Coal is likely to be a real issue for me, but that's okay. We don't mind as long as we've got like a decent navy. So here we go. We've got lots and lots of stuff there. There's a Scottish battleship just off my coast. Oh, I don't know about that. That's not very polite of you at all, is it? It's a good thing I'm building some bombers to just ward them off. Goodness me. There's a lighthouse in Hooray. Oh, that's quite exciting. You can get yourself a trader quickly. Why not? Why don't you do that? I also realised the Venetian Arsenal, I'm an idiot, absolute idiot. I thought it just gave you double boats if you build a boat in the city in which the Venetian Arsenal is in. Sorry. It's not. Of course it's not. It's every single city you own. It's way better than I gave it credit for. So, you know, there you go. You know what, on a Europe map, I might skip the rainforest scientist. I just feel like that one's not as good as you might think. Here's where I managed to get to with the railway network though. Look, I think this is pretty comprehensive now. Every single city is connected up. I've got 2 railways like around the sort of this northern side, but also the southern side of the ocean. I've almost got the railway connected up. I've got like bits and pieces is connected up, but I've just run out of coal completely. Until I take over Great Britain, that coal unfortunately is going to be a little bit hard to get, but we're getting there. We are getting there, and that's what matters. If anyone ever says, Ryan, you do not build enough trains, tell them that that is a lie. Never forget to sell your resources bit of spare. Never let them go to waste, because that 24 gold per turn is a big deal. We're almost there, actually. If I get a couple more of these cities, and I reckon we should have the Kalmar Union reformed, glorious, beautiful. Whatever adjective you want to use, we're getting there. We're getting there now. I'd quite like to be able to build more units. I would quite like it if neutralised governor was off the table. I'm going to vote for myself because why not? And World's Fair, yes, we get loads of great people. Now, London's flipped. Look at that, Londres. London is French and Torquay will not last long at that rate. In fact, France even took the Spanish city down there. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Oh, tech boost is now much higher. Okay, that's fair enough. But I've got some planes. This is good. Right, look at this. France are everywhere. They're doing so well, France. Oh my goodness. Got to be really careful of them. I need to get some computers up desperately before my cities sink. Put it that way. It's definitely already started. Oh, they will flood. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, right, we've got a couple steps in, before the worst of it actually, and yeah, location flooded. Oh dear, this is not good. I might actually free up some of my coal by upgrading to destroyers. That's a pretty good upgrade actually. That it gives me oil consumption rather than coal consumption because I've got a lot more oil going on. Yeah, any more ironclads while I'm here? Doesn't look like it, does it? Alright, that's a good start anyway. I get my city back! Woohoo! Very exciting. Let's put the shrine back in. Yes. Oh, uranium. Aha, right. Is this already being worked? Yes, it is. That's wonderful. And then the Iceland source, I've just built something over, which means they're both being worked. Plus 6 uranium per turn. Oh, yeah. No more forced modernization needed. No. We need to get back our drill manuals to see if we can get a lid on this poor coal situation. It's appalling. It's appalling. I've also got bombers like ready to go in the Scottish area. Oh, look at all these guys go. Fantastic. I just need these aircraft carriers need to speed through. 3 turns. 3 turns and we should be mobilized and ready to go. There's always such a poor settling of North Africa on this map. It's terrible. Oh, governor title. See, look, he was just sat there the whole time and no one got him. Terrible. Terrible. Just found Mount Vesuvius. Oh, goodness. I think we've just had a big visibility jump of some kind. Maybe an alliance going into level 2? Possibly. Gilgamesh as well. Yeah, I think this is something big has just happened. Which is my military ally? I keep forgetting. Oh, I've circumnavigated the globe, sort of. Right, computers. Oh, yes, I've discovered the map. I think is this because Rome is my military ally from memory? Yes, so Rome has done all of this exploration for me. Right, let's have a check-in, shall we? Look at this. Oh, Russia. Russia always does very well. I think it's because they have a lot of space, a lot of rivers, a lot of natural resources. I mean, I swear, look at all that niter. I swear we had way less when we played them, maybe. Scythia are doing okay. They've just sort of shot off in this direction to go after the mountains, which is sort of clever, but again, Russia really could have expanded a bit more than they have. Poland always do quite well, to be honest. In fact, actually, they're taking Wilna now, which is impressive. I don't understand how that's happened. Germany have really been shoved in. Yeah, I think this is the equivalent of Danzig, isn't it, over there? So Germany is sort of just about holding on to it for now. But look, you can see, oh, they've got slight chipping away loyalty pressure as France. Oh my god, France has done so good. They've sort of crept into Spain and they're now taking over that city in Spain, which is incredible. Italy, they haven't got, but they have got Switzerland. And are really putting pressure on here. Vienna, so Hungary actually, that is the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, but that's being lost, I think, probably to Rome. Hungary's not doing very well. Hungary often gets sandwiched in. Macedon is doing particularly poorly, actually. They unified Greece to an extent. Oh, no. Okay, Greece fled to a couple of the islands. That's fine. So Alex did pull it off, but Turkey have really sort of crept in, and this is the most of Turkey I've ever seen them claim. Obviously Carthage is causing them issues, as is Georgia. Very difficult to kill Georgia, and Sumeria often does very well anyway. Let's see how we're doing. We're in third place scientifically, 52 techs against 51. You can see Germany actually has built the satellite, so they have started to pull off that space victory, so we need to just be a little bit careful of that one. I mean, Eleanor is doing fantastically in terms of the culture victory. That's really bad. Religious victory, Gilgamesh, crazily enough, is doing quite well, but that's never going to happen. Diplomatically, nobody's really going to pick that one up for now. Domination, yeah, so technically, yes, Eleanor is actually doing it well, and I don't think Eleanor's actually ever really had a fight, so they're pulling off a fantastic non-aggression win. I'm actually fairly impressed for them. Now, I really hoped that my siege tower could upgrade into drones, but it's not gonna happen for me, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna treat ourselves to a single drone here. Wonderful, and then we're gonna go to war with Scotland. We can still do the thing, hopefully, where we denounce them, and then immediately Golden Age war. No. Oh no, I don't have the arms thing anymore. Oh, it's because I've gone into a Norman age. Oh, how rubbish. I thought we were still in that one. Alright, fine. Well, we've denounced them, so that's a few turns before we can do that. I think Colonial War might be a good one to do, because we are advancing in techs very rapidly now. I think Chemistry should be the good one to get now, because we can get research labs up, and that'll massively help our science. Computers never really do research labs very well. Well, hey, we've got our aircraft carriers going. That is exciting news. Oh, wow, this war is going to go very nicely once we manage to sort of skirt all this army over to Scotland. Mobilisation. Levy en masse will get me some more gold. Yes. Very nice indeed. Oh, I just want to go to war with Scotland already. This is, I mucked it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I mucked it up and I can't be bothered to wait, and thing is, will I even be able to get anything better than a formal war? Who are they at war with? Alexander. I could probably join in on a war with them. Maybe. Where is that smiling, grinning idiot? I can't see him. Oh, he's going to be up the top here. He's always the one on the top. Make a deal. I want to join your ongoing war. No. With... where are you? Oh, Robert the Bruce. Emergency war. What would it take? 1 gold? Alright, fine. Let's do it. I'm in an emergency war with Scotland. Oh yeah. Now, it's not really much of an emergency, admittedly, but it's still fine. Now, we're just going to take a couple of turns just to scoop up and destroy all their remaining troops. This is going to be a good time to do that and get myself some era score at the same time. Obviously we've got battleship fleets that are going to come in. I just want to sort of scoop all of their units out, wage war on the seas, and make sure that we can like kill their navy in one big go. Yeah, you see that? They've got battleship fleets absolutely everywhere. We've got to be a little bit careful about this because these things are going to stop our bombers from functioning well. But it's okay. I do have a coal insufficiency, but it's only a -3 insufficiency. In fact, actually, Rome, why are you not in on this deal? Come on. Join Roberts. What would it take? 1 gold? Yes. Okay, there we go. We've got our military ally in now. That's good. Okay, so we can take down these Scottish troops with gusto and joy. Okay, will be a little bit of damage, but I'd rather actually sink the battleship. So, yeah, the bombers for now will just have their little runs. Let's just kill this fort, because why not? Well, hey, I've got my final aircraft carriers. Wonderful. Let's give them flight decks. That's a wonderful upgrade for them. Brilliant. I think I had a spare bomber or two. Just make sure that they can go onto here. Oh my goodness, we're going to have such an air force at our disposal. This is just delightful. Always remember, if you've got a spare military engineer like kicking around, they can improve flood barrier defenses, which is a really useful way of using their charges. He denounces me just after I go to war with him. Goodness me, that's terrible. Replaceable parts, I've got inventory if I want them. Alright, this battleship is now doing very good. I love this natural wonder. It's remarkably useful. Just gives everybody a nice little upgrade before we get going. So move this guy forward, and then we'll move this guy forward. Okay, the bombers aren't quite in range of being able to see too much. They can see enough to just like kill these units. Oh, 91 strength. Oh, yeah bugger. Yeah bugger. Right, there we go. That'll do. Now I think a little jaunt into Aberdeen may be a good thing to do. So I'm just going to move this drone in. I need to just move him. Oh, look at that. Look at that sight. Wonderful. Right. That bomber can attack Aberdeen. This one can attack Ullapool, which is weirdly fortified in comparison. It does have uranium there, which is a fantastic reason for me to go and pay a little visit. Oh my goodness, a battleship. No, 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 no. I do not approve of you building a navy, Scotland. I disapprove entirely. And the thing is, as soon as I actually pull the trigger and take a city, I lose the Crusade bonus, and it means that they'll be able to retaliate with like fair force. So we don't want to rush this. We want to just sort of slowly make our way in. Get Aberdeen to 0 health like we've done before. That's so much easier now that I've got all of these upgraded units, eh? So much easier. Now Scotland don't have anything else, which just makes me a little suspicious. Come on. Right, you boats are just so freaking slow. My bombers can't get into the action. Come on. Got 4 of the damn things on them. Oh yeah, this combined navy and air force is just, it's just a beautiful thing. Combined arms and full force. I keep finding all these tribal villages. A knowledge of sanitation was found in one. That's actually quite handy. Have you ever had a big scary man approach you and demand fur? The next round of bombs begins. Okay, there we go. So we've got 1 attack. Remember, as annoying as it is, we're going to make sure that we continue to upgrade our bombers, because it does make a difference later in the game. Right, actually, these aircraft carriers are the longest away. So let's see what these guys can actually hit. Oh, that one can hit Aberdeen. Oh, that's a lot of air strength, but you know what? We're just going to have to do it, and they're going to have to take the hit. Okay, that's 1 hit. Where's my other bomber? What else can you hit? Nothing. No actual target of importance. So, you know what? We'll leave that one for now. Where did you go? Right, give you a rest you. Now, in fact, actually, it would help if I move my drone inland a little bit to here. Right, there we go. We've got much greater visibility now. So, is there anything else I can hit in this? Scotland doesn't have anything like out and about, does it? And my aircraft carriers are just a little too far away at the moment, which is really annoying. What about that one can strip? This one actually is good because I can bring the aircraft carriers into Scottish territory, which means I believe, yes, I get Crusade. Wonderful. Right, I can actually start to attack Fort William now. Get this down to pretty much 0 health in a couple of strikes. Like so. And then like so. Oh yes, look at that. That's wonderful. Fort William is down. Ullapool is the next to strike. There's a battleship in Aberdeen, so I'm tempted just to... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna take it. So let's get rid of tank cores, and then we're going to get you to do a naval invasion. Of course, I don't get issues with naval invading because I'm Norway. Aberdeen. Oh yes, here come the Vikings. Right, Victor, into Aberdeen you go. Okay. Oh, loyalty is going to be a big pressure. 5 turns. 5 turns effectively is the time pressure I've got to take over the whole of Scotland. I think I can do that. I think that is feasible. I don't normally move battleships inside enemy territory, but this Crusade bonus is too good to ignore. Oh, hello. I seem to have just moved 2 units on top of each other there. I don't know how that happened, but we'll ignore that for now. Okay, good. Right, Ullapool is taking a lot of hits. This is good. This is good. Right, move you down to the south. Oh, I like this sort of mass manipulation of units here. Right, you 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. I'm actually taking these clean because I want to hold on to Scotland once the war is over. Scottish lands are actually pretty damn good. Okie dokie, we have got a good set of bombing runs to come. I hate when that happens. I clearly clicked on the city. Why would I want to plunder the frickin' fort? There's no need for that. Ugh, never mind. I'm mucking it up. I'm totally mucking it up, I appreciate, but that's fine. Ullapool is on 0 health. This musketman, attack ineffective. Ugh. That's annoying. That's annoying. What about this cavalry? Major defeat. That's a bit better. We can take a major defeat over ineffective. Right, that city is ours. Wonderful. Let's move the next person across. I think it's going to have to be Mushka. Here you go. Right, wonderful. I think the loyalty on this city should be a little bit better than it was. No, it's still getting that. It's still getting that. That's fine. Okay. Move my musketman forward, and I am going to just upgrade you to an infantry. That will give you a little bit more pushing power. Let's unhook you, move you to there. Okay, you can get to Fort William. That's interesting. That's very interesting. And the tank can get to Edinburgh. We can also get to this city here. Okay, so the possibility here is that we'll be able to actually get a lot of cities in one turn here. So the drone has been moved forward a little bit. So I can't quite see that city. That's really annoying. What about if I move it to here? Nope. If I move my aircraft carriers a little bit forward, so I move you to there, and I move you to here. Nope, that hasn't worked. Oh, visibility is still just a little too far away, which is really frustrating. Okay, let's move this battleship. Get that kill. Like so. We'll move... Oh, no. Move this battleship to here. Bring you all the way around. And then this one. Oh, no. That wasn't a battleship. That was a Gatling gun. Okay. Attack there. Let's get my cavalry in. Take Fort William. Like so. There we go. There is no Norwegian name for Fort William. That's fair enough. Okie dokie. Okay, my religion is appearing again now. I mean, why was it not appearing before? I don't know. Right. Okay. I think we're going to have to take Edinburgh now. There's no air defences in Edinburgh at this precise point. I was just waiting to see if I could get visibility over on this city. Actually, you know what? If I were to do that... Okay, so it wants to go to here. I'm going to let it. Okay, we've got visibility of that city. Let's see if I can take that one first, because that one's further away. So we'll go 1 hit, followed by 2nd, and then we've got 3 bombers in each aircraft carrier here. It's mental. Right, 3. How much strength can that tank take? It can take it just like that, surely. Like so. Yep, wonderful. That's 1 more. Okay, Edinburgh now. Oh ho ho. This This is fun. This is fun, right? Just shoot. Oh, actually, no. Just keep the upgrades coming in. Right, shoot the ironclad to the bottom of the sea. Let's get... Have I used the bombers over here? I did use the bombers over here, didn't I? Yep, that's all good. So we just got one set more here. Actually, you need to upgrade. Okay, we just need to make sure we don't... Oh, a supply convoy. Oh, that's alright. It's not very useful. So one more attack. I really probably should have upgraded the units, but that's fine. One more? Yep. Okay, great. So just in one turn, that attack looks a lot different, doesn't it? You know, I really do think Edinburgh just got a little bit distracted. Look at all the troops just sort of now rushing back. They've got battleships appearing, but it's too late. It's too late. I've already taken the city. That's total city walls damage. And now I've got a cavalry that's just going to stroll in and just take it. Look at that. Edinburgh taken with a cavalry unit. I'm sorry, Scotland, but I own the mainland now. Edinburgh. I love it. That's wonderful. Now, the bombers are the next ones to get a little opportunity to shine. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have to just do a lot of upgrading now. But because my boats, or sort of my aircraft carriers, are just going to sail away round to Ireland, they haven't got anything to do whilst the aircraft carrier itself sails round. So always use your bombers first. Otherwise, you'll just feel like you've wasted it. Oh, chemistry. Oh, that's a wonderful upgrade. I'm going to get a lot more science from this. I will unfortunately eat a lot more oil, because all of these research labs and stock exchanges and all this sort of stuff, it all needs to be fed. And oil is the only power source that I've really got until I steal Cardiff, and more on that in a little bit. I've got a Marnie in Cardiff, and I just need to get down to Puppeteer. Oh yeah. Meantime, I really need to get all the oil in my empire, so let's get plastics going. Whoa, oh dear. Climate change is getting worse, but my walls are up and running in a lot of places now. It's just a couple of fringe cities, but we've done the worst. I mean, Denmark, unfortunately, is mostly underwater, but that's what you're going to do. That's just one of those things, isn't it? Now, I've got loads of oil scattered around that I desperately need to get oil rigs on. That's my next challenge. We're going to get to arms as well, because we're going to keep killing people. That's always a fun thing, that one. This is the only problem with aircraft carriers, is they're so bloody slow at getting round, but that's okay. We'll make do. This city, I mean, I had this fantastic drone player, just sort of hopped it across to Ireland, and the drone just sort of could have a look around everything, which is really, really nice, actually. This city's quite tough. It's going to be a little bit of time before we can actually, knock the walls down on this one, so we'll just have to sort of keep at it. I'll update you once we've had some luck. All of these tribal huts down in Africa, this is wonderful. Right, experience, cool. I've got like a level 4 scout now, this is amazing. I think we'll be able to finish this series off next time. It's the space race. It's going to be the important thing. Suleiman's already going to the moon, and I haven't even got rocketry yet, so we're going to have to do a human-esque sort of deity drive to be able to push this one through, but I like how this game is going so far. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Keep voting, don't forget, and hey, I think we've got about 20 subscribers in the last 3 days, which is absolutely mad. So if you're watching and liking and subscribing and telling all your friends and having quarantine parties, or you do nothing but watch my videos, hey, thank you. What can I say? It's brilliant.